Hello and welcome back to Ultimate General, the Civil War. This is the Battle of Seven Pines. As you can see, the Confederates have taken this position. We need to take it back. That's the long and the short of it. They're out here and they are going to challenge everybody that we have along here. These guys, well, I won't be able to show that here until we start it, so let's go ahead and start the battle and then we'll pause it. These guys have okay weapons. I mean, they're Springfield 1855s. That's what most of these guys are equipped with. We have some Harper's Ferries, but we have Springfield 1855s as well. As you can see, there's a lot of troops threatening here, and they're charging in quickly. So what we need to do is a few things, actually. We need to double-quick some support out here. We need to also get some support out in this general direction. And again, we're going to do that as quickly as possible. And the same thing is true over here. So we should be able to, by moving all of these guys just a little bit forward, take all these spots and shore this stuff up. These guys we're going to have to be a little bit careful with, as with these cannon. These guys are going to come quick. So it just is going to depend on how fast these guys make it up there. So here we go. Move the general forward. All right, these guys are coming forward. We're going to go ahead and pause this for a second. This guy's going to fire into him. This guy's going to fire into him. This guy's also coming forward. As soon as these parrots fire, we're going to move them back. So we may also move these guys back if these guys don't. All right, we're all right. We may actually not fire those guys or move those guys back just yet. They're actually, honestly, uh-oh, stop. We're going to back these guys up. And again, we're watching this. These guys are going to come forward here too. So I'm going to make sure that these guys aren't imperiled. These guys aren't imperiled, those parrots. All right, let's go ahead and move it forward. There's a lot of troops coming all at once. We do have a flank on this guy. Okay, so we're going to back him up. These guys are running forward, so if this guy can stop to shoot, which he probably will, the parrot has a nice... Wow, there you go. Okay. The parrot has a nice rear flank on him. He's running back. No, he's going to fire into him, so we're going to back him up a little bit. And everybody is just hurting a little bit on the Confederate assault here. So they're all stalled, which is to our benefit. These guys are routed. We're going to move these guys forward. Now, everybody fighting here, I mean, they've already retaken this position, so already we're in better shape than we were before. These guys have been driven back. I didn't even pay attention to that, so I missed that whole endeavor. But we should be able to come up here and flank these guys. These guys should be able to get involved. These guys can move forward. And all of a sudden... Right, we do see these guys rushing forward, but that's because these guys are in such pathetic shape, so that's a good sign. So everybody they have storming forward. Whoops, I meant to pull him back, and I charged him instead. Not good. We have a little bit of a melee going on, but it's fine because they're trapped between these guys. These guys really can't flank these guys because they're already pretty worn down, so they don't have a good volley going. These guys are already routed. They'll be pushed back. Routed. These guys can fire right into their side. These guys can fire right into those guys' side. So we're going to just drive these guys back completely. I mean, we've already basically completed the objective by retaking that. But of course, that's never good enough, is it? No, it isn't. We're going to go ahead and destroy as many of them as we possibly can. And we're just going to move up this pathway and this roadway. And we're going to take all the guys we have right here. And just start firing into these guys. Move these guys over here just in case, because there's invariably somebody's going to try to outflank us. And again, we're just going to move forward, meet these guys head on, and then flank them. Okay, we are at least seeing a little bit of where the army actually is. There's some cannon here. We're going to go ahead and put some skirmishers out in front of us. And again, these guys are right there. They're firing right into them. They're routed back. These guys are all flanked. These cannon are reduced. There's 3 cannon left. There's skirmishers that are out. Used to be at least out in front. So they were taking the brunt of the damage. I mean, they're all running. Let's move everybody forward and fire into them. I mean, those cannon are... I mean, that artillery brigade, I don't know what it thinks it's firing against, but it didn't do much damage. Just gonna rejoin them. At this point in time, by the time they could fire again, which is about now, they should take out everybody. They're so close. I can't believe they didn't take them completely out. They have 2 cannon left. And they're not going to be the most efficient thing in the world. Here, let's go ahead and back these guys up. Those are mine. I'd prefer they not die too quickly. We have these guys, and these guys coming all at once. So they're flanked on this side. They're going to get it on this side from this group. And then as they turn... They do not have much morale. Let's bring the general over. I thought they were doing better than that. I'm going to go ahead and charge these guys in because they have plenty of stamina and these guys are about to lose it. We're just going to bring all these guys forward in a battle line because I don't see a reason not to. Right now, all of these guys are just getting sliced and diced. They've got canister fire on the back. They've got fire going straight into them. Plus, they've got these guys shooting him. This is ugly. Please back up. Please back up. Again. I'm going to have to replace those guys. Those are my guys. They're not the random army that I am trying to help defend. If I'm going to make mistakes with units, I would rather make mistakes with units that aren't mine. I mean, you know, maybe that's a little callous, but look at this, though. I mean, they don't have much left to make mistakes against. Yeah, just keep firing at all of them. You will go ahead and send up against them. I mean, they barely have anything left. They're hardly able to respond at all, and we're just keep pushing them and pushing them and pushing them. And stop that guy right there. I mean, he's got these guys going after him. We're going to go ahead and back them up. Oops. We're just going to back these guys up as much as possible right now and just fight against these guys. We've got the cannon against these, the infantry against those. All of these guys are routed. And send this guy down. We have multiple brigades against these brigades. So it's just not that hard to assume that we're going to pretty much break everybody on this field. If we don't drive them from the field, I'm going to be pretty shocked. And we'll just keep sending people those directions and kind of watch them disintegrate. Wow, I really did a lot of damage to my own people. I'm a little disappointed at how much damage some of these troops have taken. I mean, we'll be fine. We have enough for the next battle, I'm pretty sure already. Gaines Mill is going to be ours. And there's a certain degree of... There's nothing wrong with having a bit of experience in the melee, as long as we can get enough troops in there to make it our advantage. So, in that name, we're just going to go ahead and charge a bunch of these guys in. There we go. We will watch these. We're going to go. Every time I get prisoners, I like to retreat them from the field, and I like to put them into double quick mode. And it's really hard then for anybody to claim them if any of these other troops manage to come near them. I mean, they're running away from these other troops. So it's same thing here. Double quick, run. And we're taking them on. As long as they're running, I'm happy. So, yeah, we're going to eventually drive them from the field again. Seems like I have a general around here someplace, but there he is. Head him this way. Bring him this way. We'll send a couple of brigades against this guy, and then the rest of them, we're going to go ahead and just move this direction. It would be nice if I could grab those supplies. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll give it a shot. We'll break off those guys as a melee, and we'll tell them, oops. I don't know, I think we're going to have to chase these guys for a while. It doesn't look like we're going to have much luck. But not bad. Everybody's pretty much being chased from the field. These guys may have to fight for a little bit, but The biggest problem these guys have is they're tired. But already you can look at the graphics and see these guys have a better volley going on. These guys have a little bit better of a condition, and they're okay morale. As a supplement to this will be fine. It'll drive them back. These guys... basically the only reason I'm doing this is I'm hoping that these guys get out of the way, don't get flanked by these guys, and they can nab these supplies. Skirmishers can run at about the speed of a double-quicked unit because they're a loose formation and so forth. So they have a much better chance of catching these guys than just infantry. And so we're just going to run these guys up, and we're just going to hope for the best. Don't shoot. I told you not to shoot. The problem is that they're getting kind of engaged by these guys. So they keep losing my don't shoot orders because they're totally engaged with these guys. These guys are routed. Maybe these guys can finally do what they're supposed to do, which is run this direction. And as all these brigades join forces, that also will be a helpful addition to this nonsense. I just can't get this guy not to want to be engaged. I told him not to shoot several times. He should be moving faster than these guys, and I don't see why he isn't. But eventually we've got him. I mean, there's not much left. There just isn't much left of these guys. And once again, if we can get this faster than we can get, whoops. Yeah, these guys are broken. Let's move everybody else over to there. And if we can capture this guy before we totally wipe out the other unit, that's great. There may be something else on the field because I'm certainly not seeing it. Again, we'll take advantage of it. We'll just go ahead and put this in fast forward. Here we go. There's somebody. Nope. It's interesting how that can happen. There's plenty of people here. There's 487 troops that are going to go ahead and take this position. That's fine. That's stupid, but if it gives me a chance to capture this, if it helps give me a chance to capture these supplies, I'm all for it. Alright, these guys are here. We're going to move them all over here. No, seriously, we're going to move them all over here. And that's going to give me some walking value is kind of my thought. Again, we're going to chase these guys. It's silly that it's this hard to chase these guys. The worst part about this whole let's chase the supply wagon thing isn't even chasing the supply wagon. There should be a way to say, chase the supply wagon. Not, well, while I'm doing other things on the battlefield, let me hope that I have enough time to chase the supply wagon or pay attention to that. You know, because it's going to change. See, I didn't get it. But that's all right, because we won. We won big time. I mean, we smashed them. Even their best units, you know, are lost 2-1. So, pretty impressive. And we captured a bunch. Did lose an officer. Well, lost 3, really. 2 to wounds. So we'll get them back at least. We captured a lot of pretty decent rifles. That's almost enough for 3 brigades. So that'll help. And wow. All right. I think we did okay. So thank you for joining. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Let's grow this channel together. I play a lot of games. I play Ultimate General, Grand Tactician, Grand Theft Auto, Production Line. There's a lot of games I play. There's a lot of games I will play. And I'd like to hear your suggestions. So comment, tell me games you'd like to hear me play. Look at the games I have played, my summer car, things like that. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. I'd like to hear from you, seriously. But I also want you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. So have a great day and be safe.